Hello, my name is Favor Onyerimba, a designer and one of the visionaries of Jesus Freaks Global. We're living in the best time possible, and now more than ever, we need to come together as a people. You're listening to the Road to Community podcast.
So I was thinking through our podcast and everything, and listening to the series and all. I was thinking, why now? Why not 10 years ago? Why not 20 years ago? Why now?
You see, the Bible says in the wedding at Cana, I think that's John 2, the governors of the feast, after Jesus turned water to wine, the governors of the feast said to the bridegroom of the feast, he said, why hast thou kept the best wine for such a time as this? Why hast thou kept the best wine for such a time as this? Because this is the generation that would herald the Christ. This is the generation that will fulfill the prophecies pre-coming of the Christ. So, now more than ever before, we're a prophesied generation. We didn't come by accident. It doesn't matter if there are soldiers falling at the moment. The Bible says, strengthen the feeble knees, empower the falling hands. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So, someone listening to me now, you might be a drug addict. You might be all sorts of things. Society may have labeled you as anything. You might have labeled you as part of the LGBTQ community. But the Lord has a divine mind. It's not about your sexuality. It's not about your habits. It's not even about you.
Yeah.
It's about the times. We are situated at a prophetic dispensation. And the emphasis of God's Spirit for every dispensation is not the same. Our dispensation does not have the emphasis as in louding it or making it loud. No, it's invasion. That's why God has moved his emphasis from a general's generation, right? And now, the generation we're in is a community generation. Meaning, right now, the emphasis of the Spirit is not superstars.
Yeah.
The emphasis of the Spirit is team members. I'll take that again. The emphasis of the Spirit is not superstars. The emphasis of the Spirit is team members, because we are members of the body. And it's only the body that has the ability to reveal the manifold wisdom. A person cannot. Apostle Paul said, we see in part, we prophesy in part. Revelation chapter 1 says, Jesus is always in the middle of the 7 candlesticks. The candlesticks were they were the churches. Hope you understand.
Yeah.
They were the churches, the 7 churches in Asia Minor at the time. Flawed in themselves, having their various issues, but Jesus was still in their midst. Because when we all stand together, that's when we reveal the manifold wisdom of God. So it's a generation that was prepared for the last days. Why now? Why not now? The question shouldn't even be why not now. It should be why not me?
I think this is so profound, and I was nodding all throughout. From the moment you said, we're not talking about superstar, we're talking about team members. Because even if we look at businesses these days are not starting based on one person anymore. We're starting based on partnerships. There are a lot of partnerships now. In a lot of businesses, we see Flutterwave, we see a lot of businesses which are coming up, all about partnership, all about team play, team membership, and everything. So I think that's very profound. So we're listening to this podcast now, you should understand that we're not talking about a superstar, we're talking about everyone, and you actually in God's plan.